Assalamu alaikum, peace and blessings. I pray that all is well and you all are in the best of health and spirits. It is your sister, Denise Renee Muhammad, and my brother Sean Ali. And we're coming on today for another episode of our Health and Wellness Power Hour. So, as you all come in, go ahead and share the video. Share the video. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. All right, and we are
Mm.
gonna get started. Sean, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam, sis.
How are
Wa
you today?
alaikum. Alive, man.
Can you hear me?
Little hot. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, sir. It
Live.
is
Yeah, hot.
alive and
It's
well.
hot. Yeah. Yeah.
You don't know heat until you come to Houston. Well, alaikum
Yeah, ain't
salam,
that
Sister
something?
Mariam, with us. Thank you for tuning in, sis.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
What's
So
the
our
topic for
top
today? There we go.
the
There we go.
topic today is the science of manhood. The science of
Mm.
manhood. And since you are a man,
Mm, mm,
I'm
mm,
going to
mm,
let
mm,
you
mm, mm.
start this topic off.
Mm.
Yes, sir. You know,
Well,
and this month
mm,
is, they say, uh, men's mental health and wellness month. So this is a good topic to
mhm.
get into today.
Yes, it is. It
All
is.
right.
It's a we all know a man. If
Right.
we aren't a man, we all know one. You know what I mean? So, and this is you know, I like the idea of it that they have a men's health awareness. It's kind
Right.
of
And
go ahead. No, go.
no, I was about to say, and it's not really being discussed as much. So
hmm
this is a good
Especially with
topic.
black men. You know,
Right.
I mean, but this is see, and I'm not speaking bad about us, because we are it. I don't care what condition I could have been born in. Being black is it, you know. But we
Yeah.
don't appreciate, not appreciate. We don't understand life. So
Mhm.
health and wellness, we just leave up to somebody else, whether it's the doctor, God, whoever. We just leave it up to them, and we just fall under the cliche of living my best life. You know what I mean? So we eat things we know we shouldn't eat, right? We drink
Right.
things we know everybody knows a cigar is bad. Smoke cigars. We know alcohol is bad. We drink alcohol. You know what I mean? Not it doesn't matter
Right.
how many times. It's the fact that we would do something that we know is not good for us. So when it comes, and that's why we need to have these type of topics where it's like, okay, men's health, but we only can talk about the things that we already know. I know I'm not supposed to smoke, drink. I know I'm supposed to exercise. I know I'm supposed to eat right. So it's like almost, I don't want to be an entertainer in that aspect of putting on a good show, of, oh yeah, because it's we know we all of us have went to a doc. We were born at most of us were born at a hospital, so we've seen a doctor somewhere in our life that told us what to do to be healthy, to be
Right.
healthier, right? You know what I mean? Man and woman. So it's like, okay, Do you really want to be healthy? let's, let's go ahead and be real, man. Like, because some of us
Keep
just
it
want to be
simple.
rich. We don't, we don't want to be this or that. We just want to have a nice car, a nice house, and live to be 60, 70, and go ahead. If that's the case, there is no men's health topic. You are on your way to just that short lifespan. You feel me? So, but if you want to get healthy, really get healthy, if you want to get really strong and really powerful, if you want to put your physical body in the condition that the only way it could break down and die is if you want it to. See, that's the topic we want to get into. That's men's
Right.
health. We want to get, because if you got cancer, your body right now is already working to fix it. Your immune system is producing immune cells to fight the cancer. You are interfering with it. If you have arthritis, if you have prostrate problems, if you have erectile dysfunction, it doesn't matter, asthma, anything that you and I could be encountering, our bodies are already fixing it already. Already. That's his job. You feel me? Our job is to get
And
out of the way, to
get
help it along the
lighter.
way. Right, right, right.
Hmm.
So, do you really want to get healthy, brothers? Do you really want to improve the quality, not the quantity of your life, the quality of your life? Do you really want to increase your
Quality.
lifespan? We're not talking, don't
Right.
throw no can nobody live forever and all that bull crap at me, because we're talking science, and we're talking truth and real health and wellness. So
Right.
our manhood is built on, it's natural, just like everything, our breathing, right? Our heartbeat. We don't have to do these things. So the chemical equation for our manhood is something that's already taken place in our body. It happens just like with the woman in the womanhood. It's already written. And as they say, as it is all, it's the
Right.
prescribed formula
Precursor.
of, right. So when the brain is the start, right? So the brain is the computer that tells the body what to do. And in that brain, we got the hypothalamus, and we have the pituitary glands, right? You got the interior and you got the posterior and pituitary glands. And then you have the rest of the body, right? So the hypothalamus is when we're looking at chemical hormones, messengers in the body, we always have a start and we always have a target, right? So because the method where it originates at, that's the start, of course. It Once that chemical messenger is produced, it has a target, whatever part of the body it is. This is our endocrine system. So there's major portions of the endocrine system or organs that these two dictate to tell that they target. But the hypothalamus is the always the start. The target of the hypothalamus is the pituitary glands. But this is always the start. So in
Right.
the case of our manhood, there's something called GnRH, gonad-tropic releasing hormone, that starts in the hypothalamus. The target of it is the pituitary gland, and it wakes up the pituitary gland, and it tells the pituitary gland to produce luteinizing hormone. And the target of that is our testes, the testicles. And it hits the testicles, and it tells our testicles to produce testosterone.
Right.
This is the chemical makeup of our manhood. Right there. Bam. It's already written. It happens. We don't have to do anything for this to happen. This is all happening in the womb when it's already calculated whether you're going to be a male or a woman, right? It's all so this is the chemistry, the biology of the body. Now, along the way, we have a few other axes, the thyroid, we have in the breast, we have the adrenal glands, and remember, this is in the brain. So with Sister Denise, one of her favorite terms, emotional hijacking, right? So
Yes.
yeah, emotional hijacking. This is when the limbic system, and more definitively the amygdala, which
Mhm.
is the fight or flight, the fear factor, right? A
Right.
part of the brain takes over. The emotional part of the brain happens instantaneously. The thinking or rational part of the brain takes minutes. It takes 1 to 2 minutes for your brain to produce a thought and for you to act on it. It takes a split second for your brain to react off of an emotional reaction. You see a snake or you think it's a snake. Ooh, that's instantaneously. What do you want to eat? Let me think about it. So the emotional part is fast. It's designed to be like that so we can get ourselves out of danger quickly. So if you hear a gunshot, was that a gun? Man, get your ass down. You know what I mean? Like duck. You won't be that type of, like we see the white people in the scary movies where they always getting caught because you be like, run, run, run.
Yeah.
That's the part that keeps us alive and gets us out of danger so we can figure it out. So you think you saw a snake, you jump, now you're away from danger, the perceived danger. Oh,
Right.
that's a stick. Oh, that's a stick. But your body was able to get you out of the danger. That's the fight or flight. That's the response, right? So that's natural. It's a part of the reflex, the autonomic nervous system. When emotional hijacking is the irrational stuff, a fear
Right.
of snakes is irrational, you know. A fear of any animal would be irrational because according to scripture, that's our we got dominion over all of that.
Many. Right.
So accept your own and be yourself. This is what, and I'm saying all of this because the foundation of our manhood is in the brain with the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus takes the thoughts, whatever thought you are creating, you are producing. It takes that thought and it translates it. It produces whatever hormone. If you are sexually aroused, it's going to give you something that GnRH is going to, so you can produce testosterone and you're going to be alive as a man. So if you're in fear, it's going to hit the HPA axis. So it's going to produce cortisol,
Mm.
the fight or flight. This is
Right.
where now, if this is an irrational, we under that angry black man syndrome, right? Where you always frowning, you always mean mugging, you always scowling. If you act angry, Your body doesn't know the difference. You see, if you breathe angry, your body is going to respond to the action. And this is what it will put us here. So if we are here under stress, distress, anger, it shuts down the testicles. It shuts
Wow.
down the testosterone. It shuts down the HP. This is the HPG axis, the gonads. It shuts down the HPG axis because under stress, distress, anger, that's fight or flight. So now the body is taking all of your energy in this. You're either ready to fight or you're ready to run. And you will stay under that as long as you are emotionally hijacked. So most of us, manhood, when we look at and once this axis is shut down, the body itself is thrown off because now the whole chemistry is off. It's a domino effect. You feel me? So when we look at a lot of the man issues, this is it. We are under stress, right? Now look, you got you can jump in at any time. I'm sorry. Because
Yes.
this is a good place. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes. And I was, doing some reading up on that, and exactly what you said, anger, stress, all of that shuts down, and your libido and all of that goes out of whack. And I was, tying it into aromatherapy, and how
Yep.
aromatherapy, there are certain essential oils to help balance male and female hormones. So
Hmm.
once you inhale that oil, say ylang ylang, that's a flower, you can't
Hmm.
stay angry smelling the aroma of that flower. So it's going to help to balance out that testosterone and, those male hormones, and actually help you to come out of that state of mind, that anger, that stress. It relieves that.
Hmm. Hmm. And that's it. Rest. Testosterone isn't made in the daytime. I don't care what you do during manhood. You can listen, man. I work out. I just got done. I was at the park. I have a park where I live at, and I walk around and I do push-ups. I climb up on a tree. I do my pull-ups on a tree, grounding. Most of my videos, if you see, if I'm not at the beach,
The
I'm
beach,
there
yeah.
at that park. Right. So because that's not the beach area. But so I'm saying that to say is we use these things during the daytime. So
Hmm.
all of the benefits of testosterone is being used by the body during the day, just like with estrogen. All of the benefits that you get from estrogen, you're using it during the day while you're moving and using and bumping and growing. And so you're using those elements
Right.
during the nighttime. It's estimated that we need at least 6 hours, that the body, not we, that the body needs at least 6 hours to re to come back to refill up with the ability to make testosterone.
Testosterone.
It needs
Right.
that. So a lot
So
of us are losing it there. We do
yeah,
all of the good things during the day. Oh man, we done exercise, we done ate right, made some money, laughed, vacation, we done been a good dad, good husband. I don't get a good night's rest.
you can't sleep.
So now I wake up physically not a man, or I'm losing my manhood. I'm getting fatter. See, these are the side effects of losing testosterone. You start to produce more estrogen, you start to
Mhm.
collect more fat. fat and estrogen go hand in hand. And when you look at where it collects at on us, you take your shirt off, you have breasts, because this is where fat collects in the chest, the arms, the face and neck, the buttocks, the hips, the
Mm-hmm.
stomach, the fingers start to get fat. These are the main collection areas of fat. So when you look at that, man, testosterone is our natural fat burner. It's anti-fat. You cannot have high testosterone and fat in the same body. Two objects can't occupy the same space at the same time, and that's it. So our testosterone keeps us slim and trim. We
Wow.
make the testosterone at night, but we when we are exercising, see, when we produce that lean muscle mass, because we are only you after the internal organs are the smooth muscles.
Mm-hmm.
You only can have fat and striated muscles. There is no other. It's no other material on the body. You just so if my outside of my bones and my internal organs, whatever I weigh is my muscle or fat. So when I have smooth muscle mass, that's what gives my testosterone purpose. The purpose of my testosterone is to support my action of being a man, my action of being a man,
Right.
to move heavy stuff, to lift heavy stuff, to walk periods of durations, to support
Mm-hmm.
my actions. But if I'm not doing that, there is no purpose. See, now we're looking at the dangerous side effects.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So these are the three main ways: stress, because stress is over. It shuts down. It doesn't shut down. The hypothalamus and the pituitary gland are devoted to the adrenal axis, because that's the stress axis. So
Okay.
it shuts down all of the other endocrine axes.
Right.
Lack of rest. That's when the body replenishes its testosterone stores. We don't get enough rest. If we get enough, we crash. We don't know how to get a good night's rest. We go to
Right.
sleep, we crash, but we wake up
Wake up
not
doing a
better.
alarm blaring off.
Exactly. And we're
Wake up.
not exercising. Either we're not exercising or we're doing the wrong, because too much the we got some slides. I mean, if you once you
Yes.
get you can jump whenever, however you want to introduce them, because it doesn't matter what order you bring them up. They all going into everything we've
Okay.
said. They gonna hit
Talk
something
to
on there.
me. And literally, the essential oils touch everything that you're talking about. The lack of sleep,
It exactly,
um,
exactly.
the stress, the mood, the anger.
You can't
We
eat
have an
these
oil for
problems. Oh, yeah, you can't. You
right.
can't eat or supplement the solution to these.
Right.
And that says the hypothalamus controls, and that's the GnRH, that's the gonadotropin releasing hormone, controls the hypothalamic pituitary testicular axis, whereby GnRH secreted from the hypothalamus stimulates the pituitary gland to make luteinizing hormone, which in turn stimulates the testes to produce testosterone. That's it. That's it's no fanciness to it. It's not this, that. That's the axis, because this is the endocrine system that's responsible for producing the hormones. Testosterone is a hormone. You know what I mean? So this is the system responsible for that. So the basis of us is that when we a lack of exercise breaks that. Go ahead, hit another one, sis. We're gonna let the words speak for themselves. Then
Yes.
we're gonna hit you with some oils. Come on now. It says the HPG axis is responsible for the onset and regulation of puberty. The endpoint of the HPG axis is the release of the gonadal steroids, testosterone, and estrol, which is what you have in the
Right.
woman. So just reinforcing, because this is science. So it's not a lot of involved in it. It's the involvement is on how we interfere with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because this is all it's what brings in puberty. So it's not something that you do. You just have to be created. Right? That's it. That's it. Yeah.
Right.
Let's get it again. I think it was
Understood.
before. Yeah. All right, I like this one. See, okay, now there exists a reciprocal relationship between the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal and the hypothalamic pituitary gonadal axis, wherein the activation of one affects the function of the other and vice versa. For instance, both testosterone and estrogen modulate the response of the HPA axis, while activation of the stress axis, especially activation that is repeating or chronic, has an inhibitory effect upon estrogen and testosterone. Oh my, come on,
Wow.
man. Come on. Listen, when it's activated, it controls stress. You saw the it,
Right.
when your HPG axis is activated and you are being the woman and I'm being the man, we are in control of our stress. But
Mm.
when stress is activated, because stress takes away its fight or flight. So it's pulling all of the energy that the systems that's not needed. So the ovaries and the testes or testicles aren't needed in an emergency. So the body will shut that down. The digestive system, that's not needed in an emergency. So the body will shut that down. Your breast, that's not needed. So when these systems are shut down, now that's when problems develop in them.
Mm.
You
Right.
get breast cancer, ovarian cancer. I got testicular cancer, prostate cancer, because these systems are shut down when it's chronic, when it's repeated and chronic. We go to the same job, get stressed out every damn day. We
Every
home,
day.
the neighborhood, the whatever. See, this is chronic stress. So in 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, you're gaining weight. You're having issues. You can't control your body. This is this is our foundation, man.
Right.
Hey, now we got listen, this is all in the brain. You can't eat the answer to this. You
Right.
can't eat the
And
answer.
this
Come
is
on,
great.
sis.
And
Come on.
I want to read this on how
Yes,
essential
yeah.
oils help with balancing men's hormones. And it says essential oils contain volatile compounds called phytochemicals. Phytochemicals are plant chemicals found naturally in plants. The human body cannot produce them on its own, so we need to consume them through food or supplements. They play an important role in our health as they regulate various functions within the body. Well, with the essential oils, you don't have to actually consume
Mhm,
them to get those
mhm,
phytochemicals that help to
mhm,
balance those hormones. All you
mhm,
have to do is inhale them.
mhm,
Take the
mhm,
top
mhm,
off of this lemon oil, or ylang ylang is a good one for balancing those male or female hormones. And all you have to
mhm,
do is diffuse it or either take the top off and inhale it. And as you said, everything is controlled in the brain. So when you inhale the essential oil, it goes directly to the limbic system of your brain, past your blood brain barrier. So it's able to have that chemical reaction to help to balance those hormones. So
Mm-hmm.
that's powerful what you
Mm-hmm.
just stated.
Mm-hmm. That's the science. This is when they say my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. It's not, it's, this is, I mean, this is the only knowledge, this is it. So, because you are either helping yourself or you're hurting yourself.
Right.
And if you don't know, you are hurting you. There's no in between. And this is where a lot of us losing it at. Then we go to the doctors. The doc, and even though the doctors themselves, and I'm not knocking doctors, they treat symptoms. They never use the word healing, cures, none of that's us use that. The
Right.
commercials or the TV shows use that. They will lose their licenses in almost every state if they use that because they can't provide that. So now that will be malpractice. So they treat the symptoms that you come in there and I come in there and say, hey, I got a headache. Okay, I got something for that. Here's a hit. We they're not there to treat the cause because whatever you were doing before you walked in the door is the cause. If you have
Mhm.
cancer and you walk into a hospital, whatever you were doing was the cause. The solution is the reverse of that. You wasn't
Right.
eating right. All right, I eat right. You wasn't getting rest because that's when your body heals. So you get rest. I wasn't exercising because that's what makes my body stronger. So I exercise. See, it's not only thing they can do is okay. Oh, you're uncomfortable. I can make you comfortable. Oh, you got this growth. You want to take it out? Oh, I can. Hey, I'll take. Like, but that's literally, legally, what their purpose is, right? So when we're looking at treatment, healing, we can't say the body is designed to heal itself, and then we talk. Oh, I'm healed. I'm healing. I'm in my healing I'm who this herb heals. Oh, we can't have it both. No, two objects cannot occupy the same space at the same time. If the body is designed to heal itself and you try to heal it, maybe you will mess it up. And maybe that's why your process is so prolonged.
Right.
Just like if you just these three ways is the major three ways that we interfere with the HPG axis. So your estrogen and your testosterone is shut off. Your body isn't producing it. That's a side effect. Then that causes the reactions, heart disease, cancers, because your body can't be the basis of what it's designed to be. Now that's all of the other health issues, right? So how many of us are? Man, I was stressed out earlier. They was I I was woke up. I'm editing, right?
Hmm.
My Wi-Fi. What the hell? I look out. I see the cable people. Hey man, what's up? I'm trying to work, man. Like, you, what's up? So now I'm like watching them, and I'm like, come,
Right.
hey man, I'm not like watching them happily, But then I caught myself like, oh, they can't even feel none. So now I'm going through my breathing techniques. I do my diffuser on, and
Right.
I'm jumping on my train. I just started to do all of the things that we're supposed to do,
Right.
but this is earlier today. I'm just what I mean, keeping it real. So the thing is, I know once we know, we can catch it. I
Exactly.
might can't stop it, but oh man, where my diffuser at? That's the
Right.
first thing I grabbed. Man, that's the first thing I grab is my diffuser,
I have
man.
oils everywhere, like, cause I go through it too. You know,
Mhm. Yep.
gotta
So
practice preach.
ex- because there is no food-based answers. The food is our medicine. That's a new term. And what were we doing way before that term came into existence?
Right.
We weren't getting sick. So whoever came up with that
Mm,
term, they
outside
didn't mean it
some
like what
sun.
we meant to. Yeah, right, right. They didn't mean it like because we didn't they didn't the stuff we have is new. These are a lot of new disease. Heart disease ain't been around that long. It's the number one cause of heart disease is clogged arteries. That's not no disease. That's late. That's a life. That's that's not no genetic or viral microbial. That's you and eating and lack of exercise.
Right.
So it ain't. You know what I mean? Like that's the number one cause of death, man. The
Yes, sir.
smoking, the number one thing that we do that causes death. Number two, poor diet and lack of exercise. Number three, drinking alcohol. It's no God, it's no devil, it's no this, it's no that. It's the things we do that is either promoting our life or removing it. You
Exactly.
are God. This all scripture says you are God. God ain't attacking you. He made you God.
That's right.
He will be. It say you the image and likeness. So if he attacking you, that's like attacking himself. No, he can. He gave you. And he blessed them with the ability to subdue the earth, to multiply and to replenish it. Come on, man.
Right.
This is we got. We can replenish our manhood, Sister Denise. Listen, we can't stop the stress. I can control it though. We got oils, man. We got some breathing techniques. We got things that
Right.
are virtually, literally almost free and will last you for almost the rest of your life before you would have to even buy another one. Come on,
Ex-
man. Come on, come on, man. You
yes.
dig like sea
You
moss nasty.
having a
That's why they
problem?
got a flavor. Hey, look, what you
Yes.
say something?
No, I was saying for those that have problems going to sleep, get some lavender and cedar wood.
Hmm.
Those two blended together are excellent for getting a good night's rest. Get a diffuser, put those
Hmm.
oils in the diffuser before it's time for you to go to bed and create, as you say, that womb of wellness.
Yes, yes. And yeah, I got some. I mean, that's what I'm saying. This is not, you know, as I was trying to say in the beginning, I didn't want to be like an entertainment with this for this period because it could be an entertaining topic. I wanted to be scientific and real. Like we really want to help. And I'm a man. As Sister Denise led with the show. Hey, you a man, you go ahead and lead with this. And I'm enjoying my manhood. I'm enjoying my body working as it should. So now all I gotta do is move it to build. All I gotta do is move it to set myself in heaven at once. See, it's designed to heal itself. It's designed to move and do all of the things that I want it to do. We just got to put it in the position where it's good, where it's healthy. And now, once we get there, life, man, see, now we talk about quality of life. We talking about lifespan. We talking about all of the promises that our ancestors deserve. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying? Like that part, man. Not just the 40 acres and the mule. The earth is mine. I don't need nobody to give me no damn 40 acres in the mule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. I mean, we ain't going. I'm just saying I got some things to say about that subject, but I'm just saying, here we got health, wellness, and life. Health, the world is trying to figure out what's happening to the man.
Mhm.
What? Yeah, the world, man. Come on, man. You
Yes.
like this is it. Okay. So, hey, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You had something? Because I was
Um,
just gonna ask you about another oil. That's it.
yes. Another good one is uh, where was that? Peppermint.
Mm.
Peppermint is good for that to help, bring that balance.
Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm.
Peppermint actually, it's an adaptogenic oil, so it will whatever your body needs at that time, it will,
Mm.
you know,
Mm.
adapt to it.
Mm.
If you need sleep
Mm.
at that time, it's gonna help soothe you right to sleep. If you need to be energized when you use it, it's gonna do that. So it's adaptogenic.
Mm. See
Yeah.
that most people don't even know how to take herbs. I be seeing them on these things. Like I'm a herb. I went to school for this. Since you know that, and on a professional level, you're never supposed to just be mixing these herbs and stuff because there's contraindications and things that where they can not go together with certain over-the-counter medications, allopathic medications, and other
Hmm.
herbs. You know, you got allergies, you got these things, and as an herbalist, you're always trained to go low and slow because you don't know how that person's body is going to react to these medicines. You feel me? Even peppermint is medical and it has psychoactive side effects where you don't know how it's going to hit you on that angle.
Right.
So it's always low and slow with herbs, and I be seeing people just having these mixtures and these and just be bam and scooping. I mean, as a trained herbalist, that's never what because that's dangerous. And I'm saying that to say with the essential oils, you don't have that problem.
Right.
You don't because you're not ingesting these things. You're inhaling them. Like, come
Hmm.
on, man.
Yes. And another one, a good one is frankincense.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Frankincense is a good one uh, to help balance those hormones and
Mhm,
to help you to feel better spiritually, emotionally. It's great for that. Oh,
mhm,
and Sister Cassandra is with us. She has a question.
mm.
Um, where is? Let me pull it up. Oh, she asked, "What's a good oil to help get someone up off their deathbed?"
Yeah.
And Rose, she said she wants to know if Rose is a good oil. Um, Rose is, I would say Rose is a good oil because it has one of the highest frequencies. Now, I haven't ever been in that situation to see, or had anyone in that situation to see if it will get them up off their deathbed. But being
Shit,
that
you gonna
Rose
push him
is,
out the bed.
being that essential oil has one of the highest frequencies
Mhm.
of all of the essential oils, I would say that would be a good one to use along with frankincense.
But you got to start with, do they want to get out of the deathbed?
Mm,
I
that
mean, that's how because you can't. There's no compulsion in no parts of life. We can want something for people more than they want. We can want things, not more than what they want for themselves, but different things than what they want at that time or for themselves.
right,
Like
right.
homeless people. A lot of people will go get some food think that the homeless person is, they like, I ain't hungry. I just want some, I want the money, not the food. And you're getting the food you think I want. I want to go get the food that I want to get or whatever the fuck I want to get. But
Right.
I'm saying, because I get people call me like, hey, my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, they have to call me
Hmm.
because they have to move themselves. If they don't want it, then it'll never be accomplished.
Right.
So if you get them out the deathbed and they go back, you'll be on a cycle of getting them up, they go back, getting them up, they go back. So if they want to live, now we can get to, okay, moving that into that direction, changing the condition of your body, not just saving you momentarily. Because we all have that ability of resuscitation, whether it's CPR, mouth to mouth, or electricity. That's a part of, we all have that ability to bring each other back to life, resuscitation.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if that person is not willing, then they're going to go right back into that condition. And a lot of people in that condition, their quality of life is not that good, so they're ready to die. You feel me? Like even you know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's not that I don't want to live, but I don't want to live in this condition.
Condition.
I would
Right.
right. I would rather die than the so I'm just saying like in that dynamic because it's so many ways to bring each other back.
Mm.
Touch, not being mystical. Because that
Right.
touch is awesome, man. The right person touch you, shit, change your life.
Right.
Shit, in a good or bad way. You know what
And
I
yes.
mean?
Yeah, in Dianetics they have a procedure called touch assist. So
Yeah,
touch is definitely
that's where
powerful.
oxytocin comes from, the love hormone. That's how the European discovered oxytocin, the love hormone from touching.
Hmm.
So it's many things that transfer to yeah, it's many things. But I'm just saying the voice, I mean, it's many ways that we've
Right.
always practiced bringing people back. But like I said, if that person doesn't want to come back or stay, they're gonna, you know what I mean? So what would you do the next time?
She asks, how do you know if the person wants it more than you?
You ask them. If they can't respond, I mean stimuli, like they'll tell people, hey, blink one time, blink two times, like you ask them, so that way you can know what to do. You know what I mean? And you won't put them in a position that they don't want to be in, because it could be uncomfortable. Like trying to be healed and healthy and living can be unhurt. It could be uncomfortable. You know what I mean? So you have to make sure that they want that. You know what I mean? Like that would be when we look at Islam, the devil's limitation is equality. We know six is equality, seven is perfection or God. The messenger said the devil is limited, that he can't be equal, do equal with everything and everybody. It's his
Mhm.
way or no way. That's how the moon got out there. He wanted everybody to speak the same language. When they said no, he tried to kill everything. So we got to make sure we aren't under that. Like I can be equal. I can be equal with you and allow you to live and end your life. Because he said when we got tired of living, that's when we broke the laws. You know what I
Right.
mean? So just that's it. I'm just saying why, because you could find a measure, but what if you are on that cycle of reviving them, they go back. Reviving, you don't want to be on that emotional cycle. As your brother, I don't want, to see you on that emotional cycle.
Right.
That's it. Not trying to discourage you because I mean, I study ways to be brought back. I try to teach my children. My daughter's not old enough yet, but my sons, you know, we hey man, if you can't save me, birth me back into existence. She I
I
ain't going
also
nowhere. Go ahead, sis. I'm sorry. Go
I
ahead.
want to share with Sister
Yeah.
Cassandra also. Idaho blue spruce is an essential.
Mm,
That
mm.
one has a higher frequency than rose, so those two together would be should be
That's,
very powerful. And
that's
I
that Lazarus mix.
it was a sister here in Houston, Sister Cassandra. Her husband was having a hard time with diabetes. He couldn't. He was actually using a wheelchair at the time, and she wanted something that would help him. He had that nerve issue. What do you call it?
Neuropathy.
Yeah,
Neuropathy.
neuropathy. And she ordered that oil from me, Idaho blue spruce, and he was able to start getting up out of that wheelchair and walk on his feet. It started to heal that nerve condition that he was having and relieve the pain to where he was able to get up and start walking again.
Yep.
Definitely that one. And Idaho blue spruce also stimulates the production of testosterone.
Hmm. Yeah, that thing is awesome, man.
Mm,
All of the plants are. I mean, they're just depending on what you need. You know what I
right.
mean? Like just we just don't have to eat them. And like you say, if
Exactly.
a person's on their deathbed, they can't. They're not. They don't. Their body isn't in a position to break down and distribute food anyway like that. So that's
Right.
where you
And they
got the
may not want
hearing.
to eat, you know.
That's when you got all the other therapies. Right?
Right.
Sound, sight, light therapy, touch therapy. You got all of these other aromas. Like you could this is the one of the main components of our show is to highlight, introduce, and celebrate the other therapies outside of food and drinking. Like that's
Right.
never been we'll talk about it, but because that's never been the best route. All of the therapies you can talk about, that's the lowest, longest route is through this mouth. So, and you got so many side effects that come with eating something because your body has to get rid of the waste. So, if you put something in your body and you having problems, if you're already having problems eliminating things and you put something in it to make you better, whatever you put in it, it's going to turn into waste. And if that's sitting in your body, now you are creating a conundrum where you are trying to help yourself, but you're creating waste. So
Right.
you'll see people, oh, I'm drinking these smoothies, and but they already big. And I'm not knocking nobody. So if you already overweight, you don't need to eat anything. If you've ever watched that 600-pound life and that doctor, that Indian brother, he come like, no,
Mhm.
you don't need to eat for the next 3 weeks. That one, he's like, no. He's like,
Wow.
you already ate all of the food. He told my sister, he was like, nah, you already ate all of the food for the next 3 weeks. You don't need to eat anything.
Wow.
You got it. So it's the story, but this is the how we lose it. Go ahead, sis. What you was ready to say?
No, I was like, yeah, that's powerful.
Yeah, man. You know, and that's why I started the show with the little brief, you know, intro. Like, hey, if you do you want to live? Like,
Mm,
do you really want to live as long as you want to live? This is life is not a never. You can't show me nowhere where God said you can only live as long as you can. I can show you a lot of places where God say live as long as you want. There's no set time to die. We kill ourselves daily. We don't just get sick. If it's your time, it's your lifestyle that created your time because your lifestyle dictates your lifespan. If you live in a healthy lifestyle, you can expect to live as long as you want because you're not only will your body be healthy enough. See, most accidents, people can't survive because they're already in an unhealthy condition.
Right.
So whether it's blunt force trauma or this or that, they bleed out. They were already so. Majority of us are unhealthy, man. So we can appear, we can look good, and we'll mistake beauty with health. We'll mistake athleticism with health because I'm
Right.
athletic and I can do sports. That doesn't mean you're healthy. You feel what I'm saying? Because we've watched a whole bunch of people we thought were healthy die.
Right.
You, you know,
Sister Cassandra asks, she says, how do you get them to have a bowel movement? The stomach is protruding while they
I
are on
mean,
their deathbed.
it's, yeah, it's only. I mean that that's it's only two. I mean, you know the answer to that one, sis. She, there's only so many ways something can come out. And this is where see, this is where it's like this is a because I don't know the condition of that person. So if you try to put something in them, it could interfere with something that's already going on with them or something that they've already taken or eaten or drinking. So I'm saying like to be like real with you, I mean that would be it wouldn't be a good look to really answer that and you try those things and then it comes out worse.
Right.
So you because I mean from my business perspective, I'm gonna let Sister Denise, I'm saying from my perspective, I would have to ask some questions to see where that person is at physically because everything has a side effect. Some are little, but everything has a side effect. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad says every meal we have has poison in it. So everything has the potential to have a side effect, and without knowing their previous condition, I don't want you to hurt them. I don't want you to go through that perspective. You know what I mean? It's like, but over the counter, I mean, outside of prescription, you would be with over the counter, whatever those at your local pharmacy. Because if you're in that condition where you're trying to force something out, the herbs wouldn't. You're not looking at like a herb. You're looking at mechanically removing it or like a laxative, a strong enough laxative. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like you know,
Yes, sir.
you know what I mean?
But
And mechanically, put them gloves on.
like an enema.
That's what. Yeah. Hey, that's what mechanical removal.
Right.
I'm saying like, it's only so many ways that it can come out. But like I said, it would be your best. I mean, to sit here and be like, put this concoction together or some herbs and things like that, like that would be almost dangerous. It would be safer to just go get something, one of them over the counter at your local pharmacies, one of those laxatives, and let that thing loosen up your stomach and let everything come out. Because they're on their deathbed, so it's not like they are like in a condition where they can do too much. So, you
Right.
know,
Yes, sir.
and somebody's got to clean it up. So you want to make sure, that whatever you do is not, because most laxatives, that's a nice little window, man, of its effect, and if you've ever taken one, woo, man, you might be sitting there on the toilet, you think you done, but you get up and whoop, you like, well, every time you might think you done, you get up and you got to sit back down. So, I'm just saying, from what I'm just sharing what I know. That's it, sis. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, sis.
Yes, sir. No, that's it. I think we're going to wrap it up right here.
Okay. Okay.
Let me see if there's any more questions. But thank you all for tuning in and
Yeah, we
interacting
appreciate you.
and asking your questions. Sister Cassandra always has great questions. We
But sis,
appreciate.
I'm sorry. Do you tell Sister Cassandra? I mean, because I'm interested to know more. If you want to share more with me, sis, you can definitely hit me, and um, we can go from. I can see, because, like I say, trying to figure it out over a question.
Right.
I just,
And
I'm just trying to do just, you know what I mean, and not, So, but if you would like to share with me more, and I can see, because I'm interested in the situation. So, right, that's
okay,
it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'll
Yeah,
give her your I'll
yeah,
give
yeah,
her your
yeah, yeah,
number.
yeah, yeah. Because, like I say, it just piqued my interest. So I don't
Right.
know if I can help. I don't. I mean, I like to think, because it's most people are not on their deathbed. But if there's something I can do, I mean, I'm your brother. I got you.
Yes, sir. Tell him I said okay, okay, yes, ma'am, I'll send you his number. Brother Kente asks, what time is the class? Every Thursday, inshallah, at 6 p.m. Eastern time,
Oh
5.
man, I thought my bro, I thought, because he had texted me right like 30 minutes and I texted him back, but I thought I said I see you in class. My bad, bro, because I meant to hit you on that when you hit me earlier. Yeah, man.
Yes.
I got you. No worries, I got you. Because last time your phone was messed up, but I did hit him. He was having phone troubles, but now he's back. So I got you. I send you the reminder from here on out. No worries.
Awesome. Awesome. That was a good show, good information.
Yeah, man. This Men's Health Month, man. We still, we
Right.
got another week. We can go ahead and
Yeah. Another
yeah,
what? Another week or so. Yeah,
yeah.
so this will
We
be
can
our
yeah,
focus for the rest of the month.
yeah,
Men's
yeah.
health.
We can hit the little boys,
Right.
because there's a lot of soft little boys coming up. Not soft, soft. Like we were little kids that had six pack. Like you could, when we was growing, like out there on the park, summertime, we take the shirts off. Little boys be cut up, not even working out. We just was like that. Now
Right.
the
Naturally.
children aren't like that no more. So that's by what I mean. Because I'm not trying to make fun of nobody, disparage nobody, but that was a topic that I did in school, and I did great on. So I'm very interested. But next week we can talk about that. From boys
Uh,
to men. Oh,
amen. Yes, sir.
all right.
All right. Praise be to Allah. And if
Woo.
you all, brothers, you all need any of the essential oils that I mentioned, um, definitely contact me. You can send me a message on Facebook, and I'll also put the link to my website in the comments. All right. Anything else you want to share, Brother Sean?
No, we appreciate you, family. Everybody tuning in, man. You know, like I said, we striving to be more consistent. You know, so y'all can be more consistent and we can grow and get healthy together, man. Because we all we got.
That's
So,
right.
and if we don't do it, we know the world don't care about us. We just want y'all to know that if nothing, no nothing else, we care about y'all.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, yeah.
Well, with that being said, thank you all again for tuning in. Those of you that watch this on the replay, we appreciate you as well. All right. And assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.